Hey, how's everybody doing? I'm sorry I'm a little late. You know how I am. Had a busy day today. Let's see if anybody is in the chat. I hope everybody is doing well. I am doing much better today. I hope I didn't hold you guys too long. Let's see. Who do I have? You can come out the bushes. Who's in the bushes? Hey, Worldwide, how are you? Okay. It was good to see you, sweetie. I'm glad to see you. I'm going to cam up just a little bit. Wait for some more people to get in. Let's see. You've been doing okay? I'm thankful that you came over here today. How's everybody doing? This is the first time I'm doing this right here, I think. Everybody's doing well? Let's see who else is in the chat. Y'all can come out the bushes now. Hey, No Limit. Hey, Gartrell. How are you? Y'all doing good? Hey, CC. Come on in. Come on in. Glad to see you guys. I'm sorry. Hey, Cheeky. You know me. Hey, I just got home from working out. Had to take a shower. Hey, Realist. And so I was like, well, let me hurry up, get dressed, and come on since I haven't graced you guys with my presence, just my voice. Yeah, I'm glad to see you guys. I hope everybody had a great day today. So I'm just gonna do y'all have any suggestions? I was gonna play a song to kind of let people in before I started really talking. So yes, I did. I ate after I got out the gym and everything. So I'm pretty refreshed. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, CC. I'm so happy to see you guys. So, do y'all have any song requests before we start? Hey, D Santana. Look, I'm mad at you. I seen you in Kwame's chat talking about M Soul. I thought I was your lady, D Santana. I'm just playing. I'm messing with you. Y'all have any suggestions? What kind of song y'all want to sing? I said sing. What? What? Maybe I want to sing today. Yeah, I used to sing, honey. I was in the church choir. Hey, watch them niggas. How you doing? It's good to see you. Hey, Sean Kitchen. How are you? Thank you for subscribing to me. I hope that I do not disappoint you. I did kind of have a situation uh, Friday. I kind of got upset, but we all had those days, honey. I can't be a good girl all the time. I cannot. But I definitely will always try to be myself and give you, well, hopefully I'll give you guys the best content that I can give you. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section. I don't know if any of you guys followed me on Instagram, but also you can get in contact with me on Instagram and tell me who you are, because I definitely don't accept everybody because people are strange. Hey, Cornbread, how are you? So I'm thankful that you joined us, Sean Kitchen. Do y'all have any suggestions on what song y'all want to listen to before I start? Because when I start, I can talk. I sure can. Y'all have any suggestions? Let's see. I would play Nuck If You Buck. That's kind of how I was feeling the other day. But I'm not feeling like that today. Today I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really good and refreshed. So I'm not going to play Nuck If You Buck. But hey, anything can happen. Let's see what we got here. Y'all like Marvin Gaye? Play a little bit of that. And this kind of goes with a little bit of what I'll be talking about today. Yes, girl, Texas Beauty. None other. Look, everything big in Texas. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this song while people come in. Hopefully, I don't know who's live, but hopefully y'all stick around. Hey, Wolfpack, how are you doing, sweetie? So I'm gonna get myself off camera. Right. So that was what's going on. What the heck is going on in the world today? These people are crazy. Oh, if I didn't speak to you, free thinkers, hey, how you doing? Hey, Brooklyn lady Ellie, my girl Harley Queen, and Quinn. But you a queen too, sweetie. D Santana, Sean Kitchen, Real Cornbread. Let's see. We got Gartrell, my boy, Realist, Joshua. Don't call me auntie. Just say hey. Joshua, I'm not cussing today. Joshua is my nephew, guys. My sweet nephew. Yes, Joshua. Oh my God. So I have to be very good today. Hey, Wolfpack. Hey, Chicky D. Hey, my girl CC. Watch them niggas. Okay, who else we got in here? I think I said everybody's name. If I didn't, charge it to my head and not my heart. Because you know, guys, I love you and I appreciate your support. What is Joshua doing in here today? Oh my God, that's so crazy. So I have to be really good, guys. Hey Ernest, how you doing, sweetie? Hey Brian, how are you? It's good to see you. Hi Unity. Okay, how you doing, Unity? I'm glad to see you guys. So I'm going to share a video with you guys. I'm not for sure if you've seen this, but it's really sad. And I'm going to share this video with you. It's really sad. And I I emailed a nice young lady. She is a YouTuber and she has a wonderful channel, Black Girl Unlost. And this young lady was nice enough to allow me to play some of her content. So guys, I hope you can see the screen. If you can't, let me know. Okay, so hopefully everybody can see it. I'm going to be playing this because this is a really sad story. And this goes to show you, you better watch your mouth because you don't know who is ready to take your life. A lot of these people on YouTube are very reckless with their life and they're very reckless with their mouth. They think that, oh, I'm just talking shit. But at the end of the day, it's somebody that's going to be serious and take your threat very seriously. And thank you, Black Girl Unlost. She was so nice enough to allow me to play this. And I would like for you guys to also sub up to her channel. She's very talented, very great in her editing skills. Just a really nice young lady. To even allow me to use her work. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this play this for you guys, and I want you to really listen and see what's really going on and how real things are, how we take things for granted, and also how we just do things without thinking. And doing things without thinking can also be very detrimental to us. Let me play this.
Left 2 women dead after a fight that was shown on Facebook Live.
Someone knew this was going to take place. They would have called, let us intervene. And if people come to your house, if you could pick up the phone, call 911, give us a chance to respond to this, and that maybe we can handle it in a better way than just taking a life.
Around 2 p.m. on April 25th, Holmes County deputies were called to a home on Emory Road off Highway 19, just north of West Mississippi, for reports of a shooting. Upon arrival, they would find 2 women suffering from gunshot wounds.
The Holmes County Sheriff is investigating a shooting that left 2 women dead. Deputies were called to a home along Emory Road around 2 p.m. on Tuesday. According to the sheriff, deputies got a call that someone was arguing on Facebook Live.
The 2 victims were identified as 33-year-old Carissa Job and 24-year-old Tatiana Day, who were cousins. One of the women died on the way to the hospital, and the other died after arriving at the hospital. An investigation into the case revealed that both women showed up to the home to confront another woman. Deputies received a call that someone was arguing on Facebook Live, but by the time they got to the scene, both women were already shot by the other woman who lived at the home. During the Facebook Live, you can see one of the victims sitting on a truck and the other victim with the camera recording the entire incident. Both are yelling profanities at the woman who lives at the home. They appear to be yelling about paying someone's land taxes or rents. You can visibly see children and dogs in the yard until finally the woman on the steps who lives at the mobile home signals for the child to go inside of the home. One of the victims can be heard yelling, "Put that red light on her so you can show her where you're shooting at. Put the red light on me." Shortly afterwards, the woman who lives at the home begins yelling at the victim who is sitting on her truck, instructing her to get off of it. The woman who lives at the home then approaches the truck with the gun while the child gets back. She then holds the gun up to head level of the victim on the truck, moves around to the other side, and the gun can be heard going off. One of the victims begins running, and the sounds of gunshots can be heard again before the phone appears to fall to the ground, indicative of the fact that this is the moment the victim was shot. You can hear the victim on the ground saying, I'm sorry, over and over again. A few more shots are heard and then more yelling before the video cuts off. Although not confirmed, it has been stated that all 3 women were related. Both deaths are the 5th and 6th homicide in the city this month.
County Sheriff Willie March says there have been 6 homicides in Holmes County just in April. He says that's including the 2 that happened Tuesday afternoon, and it's not the violence that you would see here in such a rural small town.
In that area, I never had this kind of activity.
According to Holmes County Sheriff Willie March, 33-year-old Carissa Job and 24-year-old Tatiana Day are dead after both of the women went to a home just outside of West Mississippi. The sheriff says both women were on Facebook Live when they were arguing with a third woman who lives in the home they visited.
There's a lot of cursing, stuff like that. You can see the gun, they see the gun shooting.
Job died on the way to the hospital, and Day died at a hospital in Lexington.
Various Facebook users shared their thoughts toward the situation, saying, "Lesson here. Under no circumstances go to anyone's house. Young people, stop encouraging and enabling your friends to do crazy stuff. Social media will hype you up, and then the only thing left of you is sad posts on Facebook and your picture on a t-shirt. It's so much more in life out here. Nothing is cool about it. Y'all don't take nothing serious until this type of stuff happens. Everybody is in line for the internet. It's people out here who are going to handle their business on and off Facebook. You can't run up on anybody just because you think they aren't about their life."
Right. And see, this is what I was telling you guys the other day. For those who know me, they know that I have came a long way. Don't let people's appearance fool you. I'm just going to tell you that. People's appearance will fool you. You don't know who you're dealing with. So when you're online and you're talking to people and you think people are not about that life, if a person is scared for their life or they feel threatened, they will take yours before you take theirs. And this is a cautionary tale, because you see these 2 young women. Tatiana Day is 24, Carissa Job is 33. Both of these young ladies had small children. I'm assuming the other young lady had children as well, because they said that they told the children to go in the house. So that's another young woman. All 3 of these women are first cousins. So they're arguing on Facebook about some taxes, about paying some rent or something like that. 2 of them go to the house because they had already been going back and forth on Facebook, from my understanding. And they got to the young lady's house. One of them sit on top of the car. I think it's the darker complected one sit on top of the truck. The lady was telling her to get off of my property, get off of my truck. The lady would not get off. The other one was on the side cursing at the other lady. So you have two ladies, two first cousins going at another first cousin. And like I said, all of this started on Facebook. Okay, let me play a little bit of, let me see the video.
Condolences to the families involved. Rest in peace to these women. One person who lives at the home is being questioned in the shooting. The Facebook video is being reviewed by investigators to determine whether charges will be filed or if the case will go before a grand jury. As of right now, there's a strong possibility that the shooting can be considered as self-defense since both women confronted the shooter at her home. The case remains ongoing.
Let me see if I can get the link, because I really would like for you guys to see it, the full video. Let me see. Just be patient with me. Let me get this going. Yeah, and this is, like I said, this is a cautionary tale. This is why you can never think that you that bad. You really can't, because you just have no idea. You have no idea. Okay, I'm gonna play this, guys, for you.
We don't Facebook. We don't internet thug. We don't motherfucking internet thug. What the hell wrong with you? Get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. Hell. Get the fuck out. Get out that motherfucking truck. Get out that goddamn truck. I'm in that motherfucker. Get your ass out my goddamn truck, G. Now. Get out that motherfucking truck. Get out the goddamn truck, G. Get out that truck. You don't want to move. Don't take Ron in the house and lock that door. Don't take in the house and lock that door. Which one you want? You want Tia Coat? Get out the truck. You want Tia Coat? Man, y'all just running the fuck out. You want Tia Coat? You don't want Tia Coat. You don't want Tia Coat. Who you want? You don't want. Who you want? Who you want? I got one. I got one. I got one, bitch. Get the fuck out. Y'all want to play on my property? Get the fuck out, Turkey! Get the fuck out! Get out! Go! Bitch, get the fuck out! Get the fuck out, bitch! Okay. Get the fuck out! Get the fuck out!
See, this is what I'm saying. Now, all of this could have been avoided, but you have people in their emotions going back and forth, cussing, threatening each other, and there you go. Hey, Liz. Hey, King Me. I'm glad you guys came in. And here you have this. You have I always say, a cautionary tale. And this is when, don't let your mouth write a check your ass can't cash. Never would they imagine that that would be the last day of their lives. One of the cousins, the darker complected one, was laying on the ground and she kept saying, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry." Now, I don't know if she was praying or she was saying sorry to that cousin, but at the time, that was a little too late for sorry, unfortunately. And rest in peace to these two young ladies. I hope that they do have peace as they cross over. But it's really sad that this had to happen because people want to feel like they about that life. A lot of times you find people on YouTube and they say, this is just YouTube. Oh, it's a little bit more than YouTube because you're dealing with real people behind these avatars. And like I told you, I would probably be one of the lady that would start shooting folks. Because you already feel threatened. You probably scared. Your adrenaline is going. and you just like, you lose it at that point. And maybe sometimes you black out, right? And this is when things go too far. This is why I say, don't just think that things are just YouTube or things are just Facebook or things are just Instagram. This is social media. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. Okay, but you're going to find somebody that's going to believe you. And when they believe you, that's it. They're going to take you up on what you said. And this is not the only story where people have been on Facebook and on YouTube and someone took them up on their offer. And this is why I tell people, be careful what you say. Be careful how you say it to people. You don't know where people are in their mentality. You don't know what that person had to deal with that day or have been dealing with. Hey, Carl. And whatever they're dealing with, what is that song? What is that? Don't touch me. No. What is that song? I'm close to the edge. Hey, Keita. And sometimes people are close to the edge. And when they're close to the edge, it don't take but one little thing to make them flip on you. Especially if they feel threatened, especially if they are tired of you bullying them or they're tired of you going at them. I have dealt with some people. Sometimes I have dealt with people that are bipolar. And people that are bipolar are very sensitive to things like this. One minute they're okay, but the next minute, if they feel threatened by anything, it could be your life. I have been in a situation where I could have took it there with someone. And it was a long time ago. And I was going to stab that woman. I really was. It was a situation where this lady came to my house. And we had some words. And I was this close. I had the knife to go outside. But something told me not to do that. And I really feel like it was God, because had I went outside, proceeded on going outside with that knife, because I had it in my hand, that would have been it. I would have been in jail. I would not be here to talk to you guys today. So this is what I'm saying. This person came to my house, and see, every state is different on their laws of self-defense. Every state. So where one state, you may do something and in self-defense, you may get off on it. This young lady, I don't know the rules, the state laws in Mississippi, Holmes, Mississippi, but she has not been charged, the other young lady that killed both of these young ladies. Like I said, all three of these women were first cousins. Could something have been that bad where this lady felt like she had to take their lives? Well, one of them was on top of the car, and she told her repetitively, please get off of my car. Get off of my car. I'm sorry, her truck. The other one was on the side screaming at her. They were going back and forth, cussing, screaming. The children in the background, they're screaming. The other lady over there, I'm assuming, is the young lady that killed the two cousins. I'm assuming that's her mother. So she's telling them to go and, to leave. But they continue to keep going back and forth with each other. Instead of them just leaving and get it in the car. They decide, no, F that. I'm finna tell this B how I feel. She gonna give me this money or whatever they were arguing about. Like I said, it was about a land or some rent. But it's always behind sometimes money. Money is sometimes the factor of a lot of things. Hey, Meek. And that is what they were arguing about. So the mother was telling them to leave, but they was like, no. They big and bold. They gonna prove a point that I am about that life. But they didn't think in their head, this other person had a gun. So I'm thinking they like, nah, she ain't gonna shoot us. She doing all that. She ain't gonna shoot us. And one of them said, well, put the red light on us. So I guess they know where you shooting. But I think that is so crazy. You don't have no fear of life until you on that ground. How is it that you have no fear of life, of living, that you're going to tell her to point that red light at whoever you are going to shoot at? That is crazy to me. Not any of these people thought about their children first and foremost. All of these women had small children. Now you have two mothers that are deceased. They have left their children, but God knows who, maybe a grandparent. Then you got the other mother, even if she doesn't go to prison, she will have the guilt forever and ever that she killed her first two cousins. This is ludicrous. But this is what people's mouth get them involved in. Your mouth can cause you a lot more harm than you think you can get. And that's why I tell people, watch what you say online, because somebody might take you on it. It's not anymore, I'm just talking shit. No, don't be talking too much shit, because you don't know where people are. That's why I was telling y'all last week, I was like, oh my God, if you don't help me, if I find this woman, if I see her in Texas, and it was the little things, but some things can set you off. Some things can set you off to where you're tired. Look, I've been through enough on this internet. I've been through enough. So I'm just like, at this point, anybody can get it. And somebody would say, you too cute to go to prison. But you can get to that point. So that's why people need to really be careful how they come at people, because you don't know who's close to the edge. Y'all know that song. Somebody help me. Don't try me or something, because I'm close to the edge. I am trying not to lose my head. Who sing that song? Y'all know that. I can't think of it right now. But the song is true. The song is so true. The song is like, look, you keep coming at me. I'm already close to the edge. So you're going to get whatever's coming to you. And this is what happens. And like I said, a lot of other things in life, you can either de-escalate a situation or you can escalate it. It's up to you. But hopefully, yes, okay, Grandmaster Flash. Okay, that's the song I was trying to figure out. Yeah, because I was trying to figure out what is the name of that song. Because like I said, this song has a lot to do with with being close to the edge. And when you close to the edge, you don't know what you do. So you have to hope and pray at the time that you get yourself back in the right frame of mind. Because if you don't get yourself back in the frame of mind, you will and can do anything to hurt anybody. Y'all ever heard of that flight or fight or fight or flight? I would be probably fight or fight. I wouldn't be, now some things I would flight. I'll take out. But some things I would probably stay there, fight or fight. Hey Mo, how are you? Yeah, so but these young ladies, they didn't even have a chance. Well, no, they did have a chance. They had a chance to actually not go over there. That was the first thing they probably should have thought about. Okay. And then, well, Unity, Unity, we want you to stay in the right frame of mind. Okay, sweetie. But they had the chance not to go over there, but they decided that they were going to prove a point. They were going to prove a point to this other cousin. Like, no, you gonna give me my money. The light skinned chick is my cousin's ex-wife. Oh my God. So Mo, bless your heart. Oh, yeah, and it's unfortunate. Now, I don't know if that's Carissa or Tatiana, but both of them are really young. And one of them, like I said, is 24. The other is 33. Hey, Joy, how are you? Glad to see you, sweetie. Yeah, so like I said, this is really interesting. And it's like if you see more stories like this. It was a story that Willie D shared, and it was a boy. He was saying that he was a blood. I don't know if he was saying he was a blood or a Crip, and he was telling them, to pull up. And those Negroes pulled up so fast, he didn't have time to think. He was scared, but he tried to act like he was hard, right? And they whooped his butt. They jumped him right there where he was. They could have killed that boy. But it just goes to show you, everybody ain't playing with you. So while some of y'all on here, not all, I'm talking about the content creators. Hey, Larry, the content creators that's going at people, that's just talking shit and thinking, oh, it's just YouTube. Oh, it's just Facebook. You better watch it, because you could find somebody. You could find somebody that will take you up on that offer. Okay, Unity, and we all gonna get along in here, and we're gonna respect each other. Okay, I love each one of you guys, and I want everybody to get along, and I don't want any confusion in the chat. Okay, so that's, we all have to respect each other, and that's the only way that's gonna be in my chat. Everybody has to respect each other. So anyway, like I was saying, we all have to be very careful about empty threats, because empty threats could take your life. And I'm going to open the panel for anybody that has anything they want to share. Because like I said, I would be one of those one. My adrenaline would be going, and hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I really try to leave people alone. And I really prefer that people leave me alone, because I think people judge you because they say, oh, this person seems like this. They ain't going to do nothing. They ain't about that. But you really just don't know people. And you don't know when people are to that edge to where they like, okay, so you think I ain't going to do something? I'm going to call your bluff. I'm going to show you better than I can tell you. Right? And when they do that, hey, it is what it is. Right? I'm going to put the link in the chat, so whoever would like to come up, yeah, it is what it is. And people have to be more aware that, there is power. There was life and death in the power of the tongue. So whatever you speak, you have to be careful, because it could come back to bite you at the end of the day. It could come back to bite you when you least expect it. And you thinking, oh, this is just a game. This is just YouTube. And then you'll find out this ain't just YouTube. And then, unfortunately, I don't want to make light of the young lady's death, but unfortunately, you'll be saying, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And sorry is going to be a little too late. It's going to be a little too late. So I put the link in the chat. Anybody that would like to come up, like I said, we're going to be respectful of each other. You're more than welcome to come up. You could just hit the, hey, Denise, you could just hit the link. I think I put it in there. I'll put it in there again. Anybody that would love to come up, you are more than welcome. But yes, you must learn to watch your mouth and how you come on YouTube or Facebook as an internet gangster. You're going to find somebody that's just as scary and threatened, and their adrenaline's going. And if they see you, it's going to be all she wrote. You might as well get your stuff ready. Let your family know where your life insurance is, because they're going to take you up out of here. And I'll be one of those people. If I see you, you come up on me, I'm not thinking you coming to say hello, because I've already had an issue with you. So I'm just going, hey, that's why I said get your life insurance ready. Leave people alone. Hey, Randy C., keep your mouth off of people. And if people ain't bothering you, don't bother them. That's how I see it. That's exactly how I see it. But unfortunately, we are living in a world where, that people don't think fat meat is greasy. Right? And when they don't see it, they don't believe it. That's when, like these young ladies here, unfortunately, they lost their life in the process. All they had to do, if this lady owed them some money, all they had to do was take her to court and sue her. I would hate to sue family, but that would be the safer thing to do. Also, the other thing, either one of these ladies could have called 911. No one decided to call 911 until it was too late, until she shot the two women. And then one of them died, I think, on the way to the hospital. And one of them died at the hospital. And can you imagine the one that was saying, I'm sorry. And she was going probably in and out of conscience. And she's saying sorry. And I wonder who was she saying sorry to? I think about stuff like that. Was she asking for forgiveness to God? Or was she asking for forgiveness to the lady that shot her? Hey, The Word, how are you, sweetie? I wonder. But see, sometimes sorry, like I said before, it's a little too late. It's a little too late. All right, Unity and CEO, y'all gonna stop this. Now, y'all don't have me take out my belt and spank both of y'all. Hey, Ronald, if I had to take off my belt, it's not gonna be nice. Anybody can come up. Like I said, this was a very unfortunate situation. Can you imagine? I wonder, have you guys ever been in a situation where you felt like, oh my goodness, is this Keita Weeda?
Yes, I just wanted to come and speak. You said you never heard me speak before, so I just
Hey,
wanted
Keita.
to... Hey.
I'm so happy
up
to
and
see
speak.
you.
That's it, because you said you never heard me speak before, so I was speaking.
Oh, you don't have anything to add to this? Have you ever
I
been
can, Go ahead.
Have you ever been in a situation to where you felt threatened that you might have to take different measures of protecting yourself?
Absolutely. I grew up in DC, and so you had to protect yourself at all costs.
Right, right.
Um, there were people who were jealous and will pick at you,
Mhm.
and you had to stand up for yourself. Sometimes you try to ignore them, but you had to. I don't want to get into details. So I'm trying to keep it very cute.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
yeah, you had to defend yourself. You know,
right. Yeah.
and that situation with those cousins is just. I mean, it's absolutely a shame, though.
Mhm.
But I do know what you're talking about, like what happened, last week or the other day. Sometimes you get to a breaking point, but I didn't want anybody to take you off your square. Um,
Yeah.
I really didn't, because you're doing good, and I always try to encourage you to keep going. Don't let nobody take you off your square.
Exactly.
You have a really good show. Um, don't let nobody see you sweat. Keep
Mhm.
going, because that's what they want. That's what they want. Um,
Right.
I'm sorry, I'm stumbling.
No, it's okay. You're
But
doing a wonderful job.
anyways, yeah, that's I get kind of shy, so I'm gonna jump off. But no, yeah, that's
That's
what I'm.
okay, Keita.
But
And Keita, I appreciate you because you were one of the ones I shouted you out. I don't know if you were here, but you
mm,
and Harley were one of the ones that did tell me, Selena, come back.
yeah, yeah,
Hey, Leticia,
yeah,
and who else came in? I said hi to the word. Okay, hey, Leticia, glad to see you. Yeah, you two were one of the ones that. And hey, Ronald, hey, buddy, you were one of the ones that told me chill because see I was letting Delisha out, and see y'all not familiar with Delisha, y'all familiar
yeah,
with Selena, the
yeah,
oh yes, 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 yes,
yeah.
but honey, like I
Oh,
said, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, don't
yeah,
let looks fool you, right?
absolutely. And you're a Sagittarius like me, so we don't play that seriously.
Right,
When you were saying, "Hey, don't touch me,"
right.
um, don't touch me. That's like, yeah, we go
Yeah.
at it. I'm gonna get off because you're gonna have me cutting up on here, and so I just want, I
Oh,
just want
Keita,
to,
hey, me and you, like I said, I think, and this is what I know about me, and and maybe you too. I believe it's you too. We try to be good people at the
mhm,
end of the day, but then
mhm,
if you rub us the wrong way and you keep
I,
doing it, it's like, well, damn. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Now
right,
I
because
don't really
yeah,
have to act a fool with you because you keep
mhm,
on messing with me, right?
yeah, absolutely,
So I think that's kind of where I was. And I
mhm,
thank God for people like you guys because I wanted to come back because I don't want to go too far off the deep end because when you go off the deep end, you sometimes never come back and people never see you the same.
absolutely,
Right. And my
mhm,
thing is, I don't want to be somebody I'm not, but at the same time, I don't want to be a person where I can't I can't go into different places. And what I mean by that is my I want to be able to go in different areas in YouTube that maybe other people can't go because of their attitude
right,
or how they come across. I want to be able to be well versed and go
absolutely,
anywhere that
yeah,
I choose to go.
right,
And so, like I said, and that's and I needed people like you to kind of tell me, hey, come on back, let
yep,
Delisha go,
yep, yep,
only take it out if you really, really need it, and
exactly,
keep doing what you're doing. So
right,
thank God for people like you. And like I said, Harley, and I named a number of people
mhm,
that kind of asked me, Selena, are you okay?
mhm,
Because I could see myself just like that cousin with that
yes,
gun.
nothing, yeah, nothing,
I really
yeah,
could.
yeah,
That's why I say don't
I've
be
been there,
fooled by
yeah,
how people look or how people seem.
absolutely, you're right,
You will be amazed every
mhm.
time. So thank you, Keita Weta, my girl. That's my girl, my Sagittarius sister. Who else? If Mink, you Sagittarius too. Okay. So yes, my Sagittarius sister. So thank you so much, Peter. I
Oh,
appreciate
no
it.
problem, honey.
Love you to
No
Reese's
problem.
Pieces.
Love you too, girl.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right.
Unity, we not doing it. No limit. I'm telling y'all, hey, don't make me have to bring out my belt on YouTube. We ain't doing it now. Y'all gonna be good. Oh, hey, Meek Meek.
Hey,
Hey, girl.
love. How are you?
How are you doing, sweetie?
I'm good. Ronald Jones is retarded. What is wrong with him?
Ronald.
Somebody he blocked me. You better
Oh
not block
Lord.
me.
Ronald's a man.
I honestly, I just wanted to pop up because I wasn't on earlier, but I caught
Uh-huh.
the last probably 30 minutes or so.
Right.
Um, girl, you good. Keep doing what you're doing. You're authentic. You're genuine. You're building from the ground up. You
Right.
are set apart. So therefore, when people see where you're going before you get there, they try
Uh-huh.
to throw you off your square. So
Right.
like you gotta keep your heels, or what they say, 10 toes down. You gotta stay 10 toes down and keep
Right.
going, because like you said, you'll go into other areas and you'll pick up a whole different audience.
Right.
And people, after a while, all this mess is just gonna die away. It's gonna get old, and then what?
Mm-hmm.
You're
Mm-hmm.
building with substance. So after that, you're still here because you're talking about various topics. You have a panel
Right.
where people come up and we have discussions, real grown up life discussions. And you
Right.
don't see that. You seen the ladies on the live, the last live we did. One lady was like, I'm just listening. I don't see stuff like this on YouTube. So
Yeah,
you
Arabia.
are you are definitely set apart. Keep
Thank
going. But
you.
you know me,
I
I didn't know you was a Sagittarius. I think I should have remembered that, because I think we had that discussion before. I'm like,
yeah. And
who
see,
messing with you?
look, we're sweet people, but just don't cross us. Like, don't do that because we
They don't
really do
understand the
try.
calculation, the calculated moves of a Sagittarius.
Yeah, like
It's just
don't.
not good.
And see, really, this channel, I humbly say thank you guys for the support, because I could not even be where I am just right now, just with the little 300 people I have now, if it wasn't for you guys. But really, it's also a sign to those who thought less of me and who tried to basically run me off of YouTube, is a big middle fingers to them at the end of the day. Because see, they tried to run me off. They tried to make me feel like, oh, you need to just, go away, you know. And but this is really two middle fingers to them, you know
No,
and
just keep going.
that's not the Christian way, but what I'm saying is, it's basically, you can't stop somebody that has a purpose. You may try, but you'll never stop them, because as long as they know they have a purpose, they're going to have a tunnel vision, and they're going to keep going until they get that purpose accomplished.
Oh my God.
And that purpose could be me reaching out to other people to help other people in whatever capacity. I don't know yet. I don't know what that particular purpose is, but I know I'm living in purpose, and I'm not just here just to be talking, right? There's something in working behind the scenes that I'm not aware of. And
Hmm.
and I'll be helping other people in the process, whatever it is. But like I
Yep.
said, it's basically to show them haters, God got me either way. So whether you like me, whether you don't, I'm good. I'm gonna always be good.
Yep.
That's
I'm about to.
that's it. That's it to them. And like I said, and it's also to prove to myself that I'm strong. That
Indeed.
yeah, that I'm strong, and not only am I strong, but I am determined. I am determined. Hey, self-awareness, I'm determined not to give up. Determined to find a purpose. Determined to help other people in whatever I'm supposed to be doing. I'm
Well, you
not.
know what? You are operating in purpose. That's the only time the enemy attacks. So that's all I'm about to
Right.
say before I drop down. Keep going because, like you said, if we all have a purpose out here and it's for other people. So
Mhm.
long as you stay the course, you're doing good. If you didn't have nothing coming at you, then you be doing something wrong.
Right.
I look forward to seeing 400 people in your chat, 500. Let's go.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, and like I said, tell people about me. Like, share, and subscribe. I always tell people that. Like, share, subscribe. Tell other people about me if they're looking for a different type of content. I'm open for suggestions because I don't know everything. So always, if you can, tell other people about me, and and share my content. Self-awareness. I got to get you up here one day. I gotta get you a meal ticket up here. One day y'all gonna have to grace me on my panel. Hey King Me, hey Symbols.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, hey so Symbols, what did you have to say to me, friend?
Yeah, I just wanted to chime in when you said you was talking about the whole "it's just YouTube" stuff, right?
Yes.
Well, when I use that term, it's usually as a reminder to myself to never escalate it past the digital.
Right.
So, because some people, when you could just be making fun of them or cracking jokes, and they want to go straight to the physicality stuff. They want to go threaten to pull up on you and threaten to
Mm-hmm.
shoot you over a joke. But when I say it's just YouTube, that's a reminder for me to not reciprocate that energy.
Right. And
Because these
mhm.
people also forget that you could threaten to pull up on somebody, but you're always going to be in the wrong.
Right.
You don't have the legal right to pull up on someone just because your feelings are hurt.
Mm-hmm. I'm
So,
mad.
and then knowing that you're in the wrong, you're throwing out terroristic threats. Whatever happens to you when you make
Mm-hmm.
that decision.
Right.
So whether you get arrested or worse, whatever happens,
Mhm.
happens. So just remember when you're coming online playing like you Denzel in Training Day, you
Right.
gonna shoot everybody up.
and
Remember
see,
what
and
remember
see,
what could happen.
See, I won't be pulling up on nobody, but I'm talking about if
Yeah.
somebody be pulling up on me. I'm talking about I'm gonna be ready. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, me too. I
Because I
stay
don't.
ready so I don't have to get ready like
But
to
yeah,
defeat
so
them.
but if you coming around me,
Mhm.
then yeah, it is what it is. Like I said,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't believe in pulling up on people because like I said, you don't know where people's mindset is at the time. You don't know if they take you seriously or not. And with things being the way that it is now, people take things more serious than not.
Yeah.
So the best thing would not be to pull up on people if you're not
Yeah.
ready to be
That,
about
that
that life.
that would actually be the smart thing to do.
Right.
Especially if you're threatening someone that lives in a castle doctrine state
Uh-huh.
or a stand your ground state, then
Right.
you're setting yourself up for failure.
Right.
Just
And
saying.
see, I think
Just saying.
Texas is a stand your ground.
Yeah, stand your ground
So
and castle doctrine.
right. So if I'm defending myself, I'm good.
Yeah.
You might not be, but I'm good.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you so much, Symbols. You're such a sweetheart. But yeah, I knew you when you say it's just YouTube, you're reminding yourself, and that's some people need to remind themselves so they don't take everything so personal. But like I said before, some people have been through a lot, maybe on social media, or maybe they've been in some things in their own personal life, and then it could just be one little thing that could set them off.
Yeah.
Just the one thing that you said could set them off and they'll be trying to find you.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying. So in that capacity, it ain't just YouTube because like I said, people are really tired. They, especially if they had a really, I would say a bad day, a bad year, they ain't got time to be playing with people.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, so thank you so much, sweetie. It's always a joy to have you up here. What do you have? You can stay up here if you would like, if you have anything else to add. What else do you have to say, King Me, my buddy?
Salute to self awareness. I think
Yes.
salute salute to her. Bro need to drop a bag one time.
Drop a bag, yes,
Drop a
indeed.
bag. But nah, what I was gonna say was you got people got to start thinking about their mindsets when they start with this stuff. And I get it's YouTube when you're talking about YouTube, and
Mhm.
that's kind of how it escalated. And obviously, the situation that you brought up initially was a family situation. But the reality of it is, like, when you put yourself in a situation where you decide to get out of leave your house to go over to somebody's house for something that you said online to prove a point,
Mhm.
like I'm still I guess I'll never get that because the everybody talk about your integrity and your morals and your standards and whatever.
Right.
Everybody got different morals. Street codes got different morals. People who work in Fortune 500 companies, your everyday working man, your everyday working woman, everybody got a different set of morals and circumstances that they live by. So
Right.
you saying, not you specifically, but somebody saying, oh, it's just YouTube, like you said, or like the brother said, no, it's not that, because somebody could take it and they could escalate it in a way that they want to escalate it based
Right.
on what they feel. If you willing to get out of your house, get in a car, get on a bus, get on a plane, a train, whatever it is, just to go prove a point, bro, you weak as fuck.
Right.
I'm not. I mean, in that situation with the family, like they got a different set of circumstances that they live by.
Mhm.
And that's not the first time they got into it like that. I guarantee you they've always handled their situations like that.
Right.
It just never escalated to that point. Even you, when you said somebody came over to you, you had a knife in your hand, you thought about going downstairs.
Mhm.
But that's a reactionary moment, because what you didn't think about was what was going to transpire after that. You wasn't
Right.
thinking about the people, and that's why I always say people live in these selfish like phases in their life, these selfish states of mind, because you're
Mhm.
not thinking about your parents, you're not thinking about your family, you're not thinking about the people that love you and care about you. You're only thinking about some get back.
Right. And that's
And
and
they didn't
I
they wasn't thinking about their kids. They wasn't thinking about the kids that was around. They was thinking about trying to be right. Now you got kids, you got other family members that's gonna have to deal with that. And even the lady the family member who shot them, she gotta walk around with that. She gotta live with that for the rest of her life.
yeah, that guilt.
So
Mhm.
I don't believe in playing them type of games, man.
I don't either. And that's why I always say leave other people alone. If they're not bothering you, leave them alone. And then, too, when you have situations like this, hey, Ben, hey, Tariq, when you have situations like this, you really should maybe take this to court. If it's something with money, having to deal with money or property or anything. Hey, 27 Darren. And so I think that's what it was. It was over some type of property or money, and they probably should have took other steps of getting what they wanted instead of doing it the way that they did. Because, like I said, their life has been taken from them, and
Yeah.
for what? To prove a point. See, that's what, and I'm not saying other cultures don't do it, because they do to an extent, but I hear more of black on black doing this to each other, to where it's like, I'm a prove a point. I am about their life. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
like, I don't know what it is. We have like a special hatred for each other, and that hatred, it comes off in the violence. We don't have to worry so much about the white police killing black men, because guess what? The black men kill other black men, and the same with the women.
Yeah.
You look at it, you look at Chicago, some of the main cities, even Dallas. There is a lot of black on black crime. There is, and it's really unfortunate that we cannot resolve things by talking. But because people are immature, people have been raised differently, they do not know how to communicate or to have conflict resolution. We
Sure.
have not been taught that as a people. You know what I'm saying? And then some people have the personality where they egg things on. And this is what's going on, and it's just really unfortunate. It's just really unfortunate.
Can I
So
piggyback on something that you just said?
yeah.
So when you talked about excuse me, not being able to to have conflict resolution and all of that, and that again that is a product of your upbringing and how you were raised. I just did well, I didn't do it. I participated in a seminar on Saturday, and it was a bunch of different people from a bunch of different background. As a men's group, and we had a discussion, and it was going pretty good for the most part. And then the topic came up of disciplining young men,
Mhm.
and where it was an African guy. He I forgot what part of Africa he was from, and he was talking about where he came from and how it was upbringing and how he used to get a bunch of whoopings. But he said his dad would always tell him why he did what he did. This is why I beat you. This is why I whooped you. This is why you did that. And there
Mhm.
was another cat that was from, I think he was from Detroit, and he had an issue with his mom and his dad.
Mhm.
He was getting disciplined, but he said the more he got beat, the angrier it made him.
Uh-huh.
So they went back and forth about what was the proper way. You had some people saying they didn't believe in whippings, blah 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 blah. And dude was like, "Well, look, you came up this way. You from a different country. Not that matters, but that was how the conversation escalated." And
Mhm.
he was saying, "You were brought up. You were taught this way. You got a master's degree. You own, all these gas stations and all of this stuff. I grew up. I got the same whoopings, but I ended up doing 12 years in prison. Yours worked for you. Mine didn't work for me."
Right.
So that conflict resolution that you talking about, that's the issue right there, is that that you can always do things two different ways, but you have to understand the person that you're dealing with in a situation like that. Man, look, them people, I guarantee you they ain't the first fight they got into. I grew up
Right.
fighting.
Right.
I'm from Miami. We grew up. I'm from Liberty City. I know you somewhere out there in Texas, but I lived out there too. I lived in Denton, I lived
Uh-huh.
in Plano, and I live in right outside of Frisco for a little bit,
Oh, okay.
before I came back. Before I came back down this way, to NC. But the thing is, we grew up like that. Like, we'll fight and then we'll be cool the next day. Now, we got to a certain point in life, we wasn't doing that no more. We weren't scrapping and fighting as grown ass man. Like, you got to like 13, 14, maybe even 15. We wasn't doing that no more. But that's how we
Yeah.
was taught how to resolve our differences, and everybody don't grow up that way.
Right. And and that's really true. And that's why I said, so somebody raised you right to where how to handle yourself and how to have conflict resolution with other people. So like I said, and even when you were talking about, that guy, and how people have been raised differently, and some things don't work for certain children. Like some people that are, get spankings, they might become angry and mad. So when they get older, they, kind of use that in their adult life,
Right.
whether it's like, being abusive or just being violent. And then some people, like you said, can get spankings, and it helps them to stir them in the right direction. And you wouldn't know that unless you got to know the child and see how the child reacts to different types of punishment. So yeah, and like you said, and I don't know where I learned it from. I think it's just a little bit of common sense. And then too, like I said, when I thought about stabbing the lady, I realized that I have too much to lose just because I want to get her. Like, I want to attack her. I had too much to lose, right? I had my family. I had my career. I had a lot of things going for me that was not going for her. So I would basically, if I did what I planned on doing, I would basically be going down the same road she's going down, which would not be the best. road for me, road for me. So I thank God that common sense came in, and I understand in this day and time, even if you haven't been raised a certain way in the proper way, some people just don't have common sense. And when you don't have common sense, that's another thing that stops you from making good decisions, because you have no common sense whatsoever at all. So thank you so much, King Me. Did you have you assembles had anything else you wanted to add with that?
I mean, I'm good. I just wanted to tap in on that one because I clearly saw that was an issue that a lot of people gonna speak on. People gonna say that the lady's wrong and all of that, and she could still, I don't know how close they are, and you and I both know, and I'm pretty sure everybody in the chat and anybody that's gonna jump on the panel know, family situations are more difficult to navigate than any other situation. We could get into it with somebody at work and not really care about it. But you get into it with a family member, it's gonna be deep. The people that's closest to you are the people that hurt you the most. So it is what it is.
Thank you so much. And
You're
guys, I really appreciate everybody that's in the chat. But one thing that I want everyone to understand, and I don't want to call anybody out, but I want everybody to understand that in this chat, we have to respect each other. If we are not respecting each other, then it's not a good idea for you to be here. I don't know everything that's going on, but what I do want to stop is, if you don't like someone in the chat, you do not have to acknowledge them. A lot of things in life could be stopped if we stop acknowledging people that we know we have a conflict with. And just the situation that I had the other week, where I responded when I probably should have ignored. A lot of things people in YouTube and in real life, we have to ignore some things. Okay. So I want you guys to stop taking the YouTube chat so seriously and going back and forth with each other. If you do not respect each other just by leaving each other alone, then you don't need to be here, because this is a place where I have for people that want to share ideas, where we can talk about different things in the world. It's not any drama or beef over here. And the only person that's going to bring any drama or beef, that would be me and only me, right? So at the end of the day, if you don't like another person, please don't say anything to that person, right? Leave people alone.
Yeah, Selena, I wanted to chime in real quick on something that you said. You said some people like to live to antagonize others, right?
Right.
Have you ever come in contact with a cop or someone in law enforcement that was very antagonistic?
No, I have not.
You never did? Okay.
No.
Because
no, either they're trying to flirt with me, or because I got out of a ticket
Shit.
last 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago, I got out of a ticket, so that was a good thing.
Okay.
So no, I ain't never had that problem.
I was just gonna piggyback because for the most part, I see mostly black dudes who, when they get into conflicts with law enforcement, they're not as reactive to antagonistic statements as they are with other black dudes. So it's like, remember that quote that Kwame came up with, respect me like you respect them white boys? Even though most of the time he's dead wrong on stuff, that kind of resonated with me, because usually we don't have that same energy when we're dealing with an antagonistic white person, like we do when we have antagonistic people of our same color.
Yeah. So like an example would be, do y'all remember, I forgot his name, the young man that got killed by 5 police officers? They were black. And I think one of the
You talking about Freddie Gray?
Huh?
You talking about Freddie Gray?
Yeah, and it happened where I think one of them was talking to, I guess the guy was talking to one of the police ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or something. I don't know. I
Oh
don't know
no,
the
no,
whole
no, no,
story.
not that. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember doing that, but I know what you're talking about.
You remember that when that
Yeah,
guy and they beat him to death? You know,
yep,
he was in the hospital, but he finally died. And that kind of remind me of what Symbols is talking about, how we can really be more what is it?
Antagonistic.
Antagonizing to each
Hmm.
other
hmm
more than some of the a white cop, maybe. Not to say that they are not, but we're very I don't know what, like I said, it's like a hate or hatred we have for each other.
yeah,
Um and I find that that's really strange, but I think it stems back in slavery. We have such a we have such a some of us have such a hateful spirits to each other. You could be family like these people. All three of these were family members, first cousins. And you mean to tell me they couldn't find another way to resolve their issue?
yeah. Because that's what goes back to, and this a deeper conversation than what you're talking about. But that goes back into that generational curse thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's where all of those. I've very rarely seen people of, I mean, I've seen it, maybe Hispanic people or other races and not white people. They don't. I've never seen. No, I'm not saying they don't, because clearly they do. But that was a punishment for our generation and for our culture when back during those slavery days, like you were talking about. That was how you got somebody in line. So what
Mm-hmm.
if we were if we believe what everybody's taught us about how we were brought here and how we were done the way that we were done, then we have to believe that that's where you learn those behaviors from. And
Yeah.
the thing about it that's interesting to what the brother just said is that, well, you, like he was talking about what KB was somebody respecting me like he respecting white boys. Well, bro, you don't got to worry about them. It's us.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you fear somebody with a gun and a badge versus a motherfucker who would take your life right now, like right next to you? You don't
Right.
gotta wait for the police to get there. This person to take your life quicker than anybody else, who especially somebody with a gun in the bag. So it's a delusional, misguided, and disconnected thought process that we have with that. And
Right.
I mean that's something that's gonna have to be. I mean we could talk about that to the forever. That's a deeply rooted issue. That's not a
Mhm.
that's not a one conversation, one panel discussion that's gonna be solved in one night.
And like I said, I really believe it all results back to slavery. I
Yeah.
really do. I really do. A lot of it goes back from there. But like I said, I want everybody to be blessed on here. Like I said, I- okay,
All right, so
Eunice.
then I'm about to jump off, man. Your chat wild. Um, but
I,
I just want to just I appreciate me letting me up, and salute to the brother that was speaking. But like I
Salute.
said, keep your positivity up, man. Keep doing what you're doing. Like you're gonna make some missteps, especially trying to be a content creator in a sector where you kind of know where it is. But I see you trying to
yeah,
take it in a different direction, and the best thing you could do is just like you said, stay on your square. When you have situations like that you go through, man, it's okay to take a couple days off. It's okay to take a
yeah,
week off at times. You know what I'm saying? Just to recalibrate yourself, reset yourself, and then get yourself back right. But these
yeah.
motherfuckers up here.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, King.
These
I,
motherfuckers.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Symbols. I appreciate you so
All right,
much.
y'all be blessed, man. For real.
All
Um,
right, peace.
Look, listen. Just remember what I said. If you if you don't like another person, just don't say nothing to them. Because like I said, my place is a place of peace. I don't anybody bringing drama. It should be me. So the extra is no, we don't need that. Okay. So I would like to keep everybody in my chat. I don't want to have to get rid of anyone. So please do me the favor and respect me and do as I asked. Okay. Please, just please do as I asked and don't keep doing the same thing of what I don't want you to do. Okay. So everybody, love you to Reese's Pieces. Um, King Me, it's right up here. It's Selena WLLMS. It's right there. So yeah, just hey IDK. I'm sorry I didn't get to speak to you. We had a lot going on. Thank you, Carl. I hope everybody had a good time. Hey PP, my girl. I hope everybody had a good time regardless of what was going on. But I hope you learned something. Basically, watch what you say. Make sure that you monitor things you say. Everything you feel you shouldn't say at the end of the day, because you don't know who will take you up on that offer, right? So I really appreciate each and everyone, not each and everybody, but each and everyone that came along. Please sub up to each other's channels. I don't know if anybody that has a channel in here, guys, the people that are moderators, can you please put people's channels in there? I think 27 Darren has a channel. I need to subscribe to her. Who else? King Me, you have a channel. IDK has a channel. Who else has it? Yo is Mike has a channel. Ken and Free Thinkers has a channel. Guys, can you please put some of your channels in the in the chat for people to subscribe to you guys? But anyway, I just want everybody and to have a good time. Now, what is Unity saying now? Now, take your wrench back. But trust me, my words just stand for as people. Be ready and able to handle the problem. Take care. Okay. Thank you, Unity. I appreciate you. Okay. Thank you, Sean Kitchen. Good live. Thank you. Okay. Okay. Well, I appreciate you anyway for coming through. I'm okay. I'm not a content creator. Oh, okay. I thought you were. I'm sorry. But anyway, guys, you have a wonderful night. I love you guys to Reese's Pieces. Each and every one of you, No Limit, Cheeky, PP, Sean Kitchen, King Me. Let's see. We have Cheeky D. We have CC, Kita Weta, IDK. We had Harley Queen. I'm going to get your name right. I don't know why. Harley Queen. No. What is it? Well, you a queen, so Harley. And 27 Darren. Let's see. Wolfpack. Yo is Mike. Let's see. Free Thinkers. Who else is in here? Watch them niggas. Joshua. Hi, Joshua. Ben, 73. Tariq. Ronald. Self-awareness. Meek. Let's see. Who else? Go up. Joy. Justinice. Let's see. Go up. The Word. Let's see who else is in. Call. Randy C. Well, I would say if I missed you, I hope that I acknowledged you when you first came in. So charge it to my head and not my heart, guys. I love you to Reese's Pieces. Have a good night. I will be back. I don't know what day. It could be tomorrow. It could be Thursday. I don't know. So, but I enjoyed your support. I enjoyed you guys. Leticia. Oh, I forgot Leticia. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I hope that you come back. You have any suggestions, just leave it in the comment section, and like, share, subscribe, push the notification button. What else? And you are special to me. I don't have to know you to love you. You are very special to me. Thank you so much for your support. And I can say it. I can say it 100 times, but it still wouldn't be enough, because like I said, you don't have to be here. You could have found another channel, another chat to go into, but you came here. So I am humbly grateful for all of you guys. Hey, Capital C. Hey, buddy. That's my other buddy, my Arkansas buddy. So glad to see you guys. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hi, Turbo. Good to see you. Make sure you subscribe, Turbo. Okay, guys, I will be back this week. So just keep a lookout for me. Okay, love you guys. Bye-bye.